Hey!
Que siga.
Oh, he's saying if you cheat on me. Shout out to just like watch the gradual Yo!
God damn, too bad now.
Episode 4. Prolific Podcast. Salud.
As always.
Nastrovia. Salanch. What's another cheers?
Bahia about the central.
Yeah, I guess.
I want to try to meet
I was going to play on repeat the entire time. We'll leave it at that though. Shout out to, that's considered cabaret, right?
Yeah.
Cabaret is bachata. Cabaret bachata is like, from my understanding and from what I was told, it's like old school bachata that's like based off of like cheating, guys cheating on their wives and stuff like that. Usually like, you know, what do they call them? I don't want to say the W word. I would say like brothels. I was gonna say brothels. The word I was gonna say rhymes with bore. So for
let's pronounce it
anyway. So for those who've been following us for the past 3
tuning in,
you have realized that I have somewhat of a.
Oh, you're addressing this?
Yeah, I feel like it's right.
It's alright.
You know, want to face it out in front. I do have somewhat of not a potty mouth. I'm just very. If you know who I am, you know me, you know my personality. I am not an ignorant person whatsoever. I just swear a lot, and I think it's just my way of. Because I'm a very animated person and I'm a very passionate person, so it's like my way to kind of just express it in a very distinct way. And that's just how I am. But it's, you know, I have to kind of realize that I'm not used to being on camera, I'm not used to being recorded. So I just like need to kind of dial it down. Especially last episode, I was literally swearing like. It was disgusting. I was watching myself and I was disgusted, so I definitely need to chill out with that. And so yeah,
that's Will talking, by the way. He's just want to point it out for the listeners, because a lot of people don't know who's Will, who's Berto. So
I am Will. I'm sorry. My name's Will. This is Berto, my co-host. Like it's my show.
I know. Right? All right.
Yeah, this is Berto, my engineer. But yeah, so I just wanted to address that. I apologize for, you know, last episode I kind of went off. But
it is what it is.
From here on, I will try and be more
mindful.
That's it.
Cheers to that. Cheers to being
mindful. Man. Cheers to acknowledgement.
Acknowledgement.
You know, we're growing on this podcast.
We got a new setup, folks. I don't know if you guys seen it or if you're tuning in.
I don't know if you guys noticed. You're catching side profile.
Yeah, this is side action right here. We got the high top now.
Yeah, we got the high top. We got my laptop here, so if we need to do any random searches.
Random Google Facts.
Yeah, Google Facts, what is it, Wikifax? What's it called? But yeah, we got this nice little table here, and we're moving up.
Little by little,
we're moving up. Before you know it, we're gonna have just like fire that setup. This is already fire to me, though. Yeah. More fire.
Once the checks come in,
They're coming in. Yeah.
Waiting for you, spot.
They're waiting to get cleared, honestly.
That's cool. I'll wait.
All right.
We comfortable.
Bet.
So episode 4, man.
We've
been talking. It's the weekend of Valentine's. So I know we've been talking. We talked a lot about relationships and all that stuff, but just let's talk about Valentine's. Let's talk about this stupid ass.
It's the best day ever.
Yeah. I'll start. I think it's a very pointless holiday. That's just.
Why do you think, Frank?
Like, who came up with a day to show appreciation and love for loved ones? Like, when I sit and think about it, I don't know if there's a backstory to it.
I don't even know.
Let's Google it. Hold on.
I don't know if there's ever been.
Yeah, so I don't know what the story is. You know, maybe I'm just too old and just haven't paid attention to it. But I don't know who came up with
All
it.
I put was history, and it went behind Valentine's Day. So
Of course,
we're not the
it's
only
trending. It's trending.
It's trending, super trending. But I'm sorry.
But like, yeah, when you look that up, I don't know, who made this a holiday? Like, who was it? BC? Was it during Christ? What was it? Like, I don't know who came up with it, but I just think it's pointless. It's a lot of pressure on them, and I'll go ahead and put that out there. God damn it, from the beginning. I'm sorry.
What would you?
I said it's a lot of pressure on men.
Oh yeah.
Like like it's. I feel like this is. I feel like a lot of people think Valentine's Day is for women.
It's predominantly
right.
for. I mean, when you say the word Valentine's Day, what do you think? What's the first thing that you think of?
Your love.
Buying flowers. My first initial thing is buying something for a woman.
Yeah, but yes.
Or taking a woman out.
Yes.
Like, I don't see it as like, oh, a guy's gonna get like, wine and dine or like pampered or anything like
but
that.
But why not?
Society.
Because exactly, society. So we pick, right? Society picked a day that is meant for your Valentine, right? Quote unquote. And this just starts when we're like kids, get a little Valentine candy, and you pay like a 25 cents or $1, they give them a card, right? But we grow up, I don't think really understanding what Valentine's is supposed to be. Because like now, obviously my Valentine's like my fiance, but I get my daughter's flowers. Like, you know what I mean? It's just to show like love, right? But I do that every day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm kind of confused as to why is this such a big deal? Like, who made this an actual holiday? It's not even a national holiday, but it's like an actual thing. Like, this shit is in the calendar. You know what I mean?
And like other countries like celebrate.
Yeah, like so.
So what they have here is, I just went up, people also ask, what is the real story of Valentine's Day? It says the ancient Romans may also be responsible for the name of our modern day of love. Emperor Claudius II executed 2 men, both named Valentine, on February 14th, different years in the 3rd century, blah, blah, blah. So they honored that day, St. Valentine's Day. So if that's real, granted, who the hell knows if that's some bullshit, but it's based off of 2 men being killed. So does that mean like women slaughter men on that day? They slaughter them.
That's what I'm saying. So how does that translate to the day of love? What was it?
I don't know. I mean, this could be bullshit. I mean, I just went off from the first thing I saw. But most of it is literally saying the dark history behind Valentine's Day, the dark origins of Valentine's Day. A lot of dark shit.
So how does it turn into something positive? Who the hell did that? That now all of a sudden all this pressure's on men to get flowers, wine and dine, chocolate.
And if you don't love them. So I feel like, I don't want to say your current situation because then I don't want any issues, but in your past relationships, if you didn't get them anything, say you took them out maybe for dinner or something like that, but you didn't get them anything, you think there would be a problem? Or they would it would feel as if like, okay, he doesn't care about me?
Depending at how the relationship was around Valentine's. So in my past relationship, it would have been a problem. In my serious relationship, I'm only talk about serious relationship. It would have been a problem.
No side chicks.
Huh?
No, you said serious relationship. I said no side.
No side. But before that, it wouldn't have been a problem. So it depends on the relationship at that time. I mean, I've been in a relationship since I was 18, very young. So I've learned as I've gone. But I would now I look at my fiance and be like, Happy Valentine's Day, and what about that? Because I feel like we get past that. People get past that.
Yeah.
Right. But when you're dating, so I think let's break this down, right? Because I think it should be important, but depending on where you're at in your relationship. Like if you're married and you have kids with this woman, like all right, give besides Mother's Day, besides Christmas, okay, I can see Valentine's Day should be like a reminder, kind of like I'm still here, I got you, you're the mother of my children. It's a different level of love and respect. But like people that are just dating.
See, I don't know. I mean, I feel like with me, I've always been. What?
I don't know. I just heard that shit not weird. You're like with me, like I don't know.
No, like there's like a saying, like there's like a joke or whatever. Like it's usually with white girls. It's like For me.
Oh, okay. That sounds like you
why I
sound a
said
little
it.
weird. I almost spit my beer.
Yeah, so it's like every time I say like for me, it's like I always think of like
okay.
well for me.
Yeah.
All right. So for me.
So for you.
I not always, but in some relationships I've had in the past, I've always been not always, but I frequently would like buy flowers or just show my love, cook them dinner or whatever. I mean, I cook everything, but for the most part, like cook a nice dinner or just do something nice or something sweet. Leave notes.
Yeah, she does that.
Saying,
Yo,
whatever else.
I'm like, is that the light? Yeah, I'm sorry. Proceed.
Yeah, stop interrupting me. So like, I would do stuff like that. I was raised by a woman, so I know what women like in the sense of like little notes, little shit, little scavenger hunts or something like that. And I do that throughout the year, so I don't really wait until Valentine's Day to do stuff like that. So it's like, it sounds cliche, like, oh my god, why do you have to wait till 1 year? Like, just saying like Thanksgiving, like, oh, why do you have to wait till 1 year to be thankful? Like, yeah, but it is what it is. So I don't feel. I do because I just am a giver. I like to give. So if it's Valentine's Day and I don't get somebody something who I'm with, then I feel kind of like cheap. As weird, as stupid as that sounds, I just feel like, yeah, you should definitely just get them something.
But why do you think do you think a gift has to tie into a gift? I'm sorry, the gift has to tie into a gift. Do you think it has to be something big to tie into a gift?
Well, I am the kind of person, like I said, I feel like I've told you this before maybe, but I cannot gift small things. In the sense of, no, not even. But I'll steal it. But
I'll do anything.
there's no limits. But I honestly it's either going to be a very thoughtful gift of something that I've noticed like a small distinguishing quality that I can just be okay, I can turn this into a gift and they know that I'm paying attention. You know what I mean, type of thing.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be something expensive.
Yeah.
Not expensive in the sense where I'm going to be buying like a Birkin bag, so ladies, relax, please. But
I don't care what song came out.
yeah, I don't care what like Cardi B is on the charts right now. But it's just, I don't know, man. Like if I buy something like chocolates and a card or something, and that's it, I just look at myself like that's it. Maybe, and I've been with women that actually all women I've ever been with. I've never been with I've been with maybe one. Materialistic person, and I'm thankful for that because I've never been the kind of guy where I need to wine and dine a woman to feel a certain way towards me. And I've really, for the most part, I've never really been with a materialistic woman who's like, okay, I want you to buy me this. It's just, I just do it, and most of them wouldn't care. Like some chocolates and a teddy bear or something like that, and they'd be more than happy with that, but to me, it's like I just feel like I need to show it, so I do it.
But where do you set that standard for yourself? Like, because I feel like guys in general, majority of guys, at least guys like us that are cariñoso, like loving, and stuff like that, and just caress and love that. Like I love affection. Like I'm a very affectionate dude.
Yeah.
So like you said, all year round, it's like you do the little things. The things that it'll be showing appreciation towards your partner, right?
Mm-hmm.
But where do you set that bar of like, this is, because I'm the same way, right? It's like, I kind of peep, what happens all year round or whatever. And I like giving, it's not about expensive. I think it's just like thoughtful, like gifts that they would want, right? Except the YSL, baby, not getting that anytime soon. Unless you've been dying to YSL first. And it's not crazy expensive. It's like $3,000, right?
Yeah, but then that 3 bands could be like put into like the stock market or something.
Yeah, I mean,
if you like,
it depends. It's whatever. Look, you got it right. All right. That personally. But again, going back to my question to you is like when you're constantly giving and showing love and affection all year round, where do you think it kind of starts? Like, do you tell yourself, oh, this gift has to be $1,000 plus?
No. I just go with my gut in a sense, like And like I said, I'm not talking expensive. Like I'm gonna go buy a new Benz or something like that. It's just, it's just shit that I'm not gonna buy at, the Walmart clearance rack.
Yeah, like you're not gonna go to Walgreens, get a teddy bear, chocolate, and then a car.
I will, but then I also have to get something else. I can't just leave it at that.
Yes.
Thank you. So, I don't know, I'm the kind of person, like, I'll literally be in a store for 2 hours if I can't figure out what I want to buy this person. And I will literally walk through every aisle and be like, okay, what would they like? That broke?
No. It was the opener. But
Okay.
it's just that it fell, and it's mad fun.
I'm gonna leave this here. Would we get in trouble for branding?
No,
Copyright
we've
infringement?
done this shit to every...
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna put the Stella on top.
I mean, everybody here, just space it. It was just...
But anywho, so yeah, there's no dollar limit. It's like I said, I'm not gonna go there like, okay, I need to spend $1,000 on this woman. I just go and whatever catches my eye. If it's expensive, it's expensive. If it's not, then it's not. I just go with what I feel is right. But most of the time I'll just be like, I need to get something small, but I also have to get something that's thoughtful. But then I also don't want to be like cheap, and that's like, I'll get you something else too. You know what I mean?
I think it's gonna be based on where you are in the relationship. Like I said, like if you've been with somebody 5-6 years, the gift should get better if that's like what both of you are doing. If you both have the same energy, you know what I mean? Like, we're cheersing. It really depends, man. Some people, they're not materialistic, but let's be serious. Everybody likes nice stuff, right? Like, it don't matter what you say about your significant other, you can always have their back. But deep down inside, women want nice purses, nice shoes. I get it, But I don't appreciate that majority of times it's flipped. Like, if we have to do it. You know what I mean? Like, let me tell you something right now, raw, live, and direct, right?
Let's hear it.
This is 2021.
Let's hear it.
Let me get close to my face.
Talk about that chest, boy.
This is 2021, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of women that make money. A lot of women that are finding other avenues to make money, right?
Equality.
Right? So, yes, a man should be a man, right? A man should support you financially, not financially, emotionally, financially if needed. Emotionally, be supportive, be a man, be the rock, right? But that's not gonna tie into he has to do this for me. Like, there is no vagina in this world that cannot be replaced. So that's gotta be reciprocated. If you're in a relationship and it's a serious relationship, everything should be 50-50. And not in the sense of like, hey, I'm going out, it's your turn. No, not like that. But just get a feel for it and understand like what your partner does. Like, for example, me and my fiance go out, okay. Whatever we do, it doesn't matter, right? But there's a sense of a balance, right? So it's like we go out or we go out to dinner or we go out to get some drinks or whatever. I got it, right? I'll drive, I got it, boom, boom, boom. But if we're home and we're Netflixing and chilling, Uber Eats, it's not like, hey babe, I got the last one. Like, kind of fill it out, right?
Yeah, like you're not keeping tabs.
Like there's no tabs. So I feel that message should go across to anybody that's in a relationship. Like, if you've been in a relationship more than 6 months, you gotta give as much as you're receiving, or more, until the other person kind of notices that, hey, this person's really here for me, and let me step up my game also. I don't like, and I don't understand, and I don't know if this is new generation or I don't know what it is. And also, it could be that we grew up with our parents' generation where it was like the man does everything, the man pays the bills, the man pays that. I'm sorry, like, everybody has their own bills. There's no reason why there should be so much pressure on men to do everything. While, like, people think it's a game. There's a lot of. I had this conversation actually with a client of mine who's actually we're actually end up being mad cool. Shout out to Adrian and Kayla. And it's like there's a lot of pressure on men. I understand women, have your kids and they cook and clean but
not always.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. They cook and clean and all that stuff back then. Nowadays, a lot of men are putting in work. A lot of men are cleaning, cooking. I mean, I don't clean, but I got a clean lady. It's still on my behalf.
You know what I'm saying?
It's still on my behalf.
But I'm working for the money to pay for that.
Exactly, but it's like why why put so much pressure on men when a relationship overall should be 50-50? Yo, if you want that Birkin bag, if you want that YSL bag, like, if your man mentions anything, that's another thing. I'm very prideful. Like, I don't ever need anything. Like, I was gonna say my wife. My fiance knows, like, every birthday of mine, every Christmas, she's like, what do you want? I'm like, I don't know. I don't really care.
Yeah.
If I really want something, I'll go buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, I don't like putting that type of pressure. Yo, I always tell her, get me something that, whatever you think I like give me something thoughtful. You know, like, I will enjoy and I will love whatever you think is actually thoughtful. Like, it could be an outdoor speaker. Be like, oh, I know you hang out outside in the back. I'm like, you know what? I know you like music, blah, 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 right? But this whole thing right now of, like, this pressure on men to get me this, get me that, or where did your man take it? Like, why is it always that? Why? Who came up with that? Who started riding that wave?
And the thing is, like, if a man says, like, something like, oh, like, what did your girl get you, or something, it's like,
You're a bum.
you're a bum. Okay. Oh, so you can't get it yourself? You have to get your girl to get you, like, what?
And little by little, it's turning, because little by little, I'm seeing on Instagram, you know, women being like, I don't need a man to get me this, I can get it myself. And it's like, you shouldn't be asking for something you couldn't get yourself. Like, why?
What is the thing that we saw recently? It was like, when a man falls into money, or when a man gets money, he wants to give his woman everything that she needs and wants, and when a woman gets money, she feels that she doesn't need a man.
No, it was, a man with money will take a broke woman in and build with her. A woman with money won't take a broke man in and build. You call her a bum or a broke.
Well, we saw two different ones.
That's
it's pretty much
very similar. Yeah, very similar.
So it was like,
but that's a fact.
That's true. Man.
But why is it a fact? Like, why is it that there's so many women out there that are so quick to call men broke based on what they drive, based on, you know, like how much money they spend? Women, I don't know if you guys notice this, but the wealthiest men on here are the cheapest and brokest. That's how they keep their money. Yeah. They're walking around in a white V-neck, possibly holes in it, with some Wrangler jeans. But guess what? They got assets and investments.
Money. Listen, I work in the nightlife industry, and the ones with the most money, I have mistaken. Like, excuse me, like, you obviously don't belong here. It's like, obviously, I wouldn't say that personally, but I'm like, think you don't belong here, and then you like find out, oh, that dude's an owner of a bank in Argentina. Okay, let me go shut up, because that dude's a multi-millionaire, and the dude's wearing just a blue T-shirt, some jeans, and some New Balance.
Because when you got money, you don't care about that stuff. You really don't.
But also, you know, someone who is hustling and making money most of the time doesn't have time to be doing all this shit, and then it's like, well, you don't have time for me.
Yeah.
You know.
But they're providing, because if he doesn't have time for her, maybe she's a housewife.
Oh yeah, I mean, it doesn't happen always, but it's just like, well, why can't we? You know, we can't hang out, or why? You know, why don't you have time for me? It's like, well, I'm hustling. You know what I mean, I'm trying to make money, because then if I'm broke, then you don't want nothing to do with me.
If I'm broke, you don't want nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
But I'm here providing, you know, take you to these nice dinners and all this, and then you're complaining about time. It's like, you gotta look, man. You gotta have a balance at the end of the day. I think that women have to stop demanding so much.
Like the Cardi B wave.
Yeah. What do you mean Cardi B wave?
Do you think like?
Shout out to Cardi though, the Lamia. You know what I mean? She's doing her thing.
Yeah, she's doing her thing, but she I feel like she's creating almost like a movement, in the sense of like, I don't cook, I don't clean, but I'm still like shit like that. I feel like women, and this is not, I'm not trying to be like misogynistic or anything like that. I'm just saying this is my perception or perspective. But I think that that's causing a movement of just like, oh, well, I don't have to cook, I don't have to do shit. You know what I mean? He's getting this pussy. You know what I mean? So that's it. You know what I mean? That's what I got to offer. My shit's bomb. So whatever he's gonna buy, he's gonna pay for it.
Yeah, but you see, I think that's ignorance. Because why? Because before Cardi dropped that, Cardi was a stripper making her own money. She got herself out the hood. She got a record deal. She said that line when she was already popping on her own without Offset.
But fans don't see.
Yeah, I know, I get it. But what I'm saying is, like, I don't knock her for it, because for one, she's an artist. So people say things left and right on music. You know, it's music.
True.
Yes, a lot of ignorant people start trying to claim that, right? Like, relax. Like, you making minimum wage, you can't have you can't have that type of energy because Cardi did that when she was already at the top. And she sacrificed herself and she got herself up there. So yeah, she could say, "Oh, I got a ring and all this, and I don't even cook." Yeah, you don't cook because you have somebody to cook for you because you can pay. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't people take it literal? And that's what's fucking up the generation. Excuse me for my language, but I think that's what's fucking up everything because people just follow trends. They hear something in the song, and they just start rocking with it, like if it's automatically true. Ladies, it's not automatically. Like, this is 2021. Ladies, there's women out there making mad money on OnlyFans. In a relationship, not in a relationship, right? So it's like, when is this like kind of cycle going to change where this pressure on men, and don't get me wrong, like, I'm not sitting here like, yo, I feel mad pressure, blah, blah, blah. Like, I know what it is. I'm just speaking because I felt that pressure before in a previous relationship. And that shit sucks because as a man, quote unquote, you have to be this provider, you have to have the money and all that stuff. But guess what? You got to work your way up to that. If I'm working my way up, don't make me go broke trying to keep you happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I like this Tiffany bracelet or Pandora or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, don't put me in a position where you tell me you love me and everything is good, and then come Valentine's Day or something, if I might not have it, you know, and I go and get it, like, I put myself in a hole for that. I shouldn't have to do that. And it happens. It's happened to me before plenty of times. Where you're just trying to keep up with the relationship because you know you got to a certain point where it's like, there's no more thoughtful things. They look at you like, this nigga's broke. This cheap ass, like, you know what I'm saying?
Now I have a question. How do you feel about divorces in the sense of like divorce settlements where like the woman gets half of something that she didn't work for?
You wasn't shooting me in the gym? Like, all right, it depends. Like I said,
like for example, we had a episode on Kobe. And I follow like this comedian who's very outspoken when it comes to, you know, women and their shit and stuff like that. Like I said, this is not, I'm not being misogynistic, I don't hate women, this isn't, you know, whatever, but it's a perspective that is true, you know what I mean? That has some weight to it. But he talked about Kobe's wife, like getting like $250 million in a, you know, in a divorce settlement. It's like, how does a woman, what he says, like, how does a woman who worked 2 shifts at a Hooters be worth $250 million just because she, you know, she screwed the right guy, pretty much type of thing. And I understand like holding down the house, taking care of the kids and stuff like that, but it's like, you're gonna take $250 million away from someone who worked their ass off for it just because you married that person and oh, we're broken up. Like, what entitles that person to that big of abundance of cash?
I think it's what they're willing to risk. So let's take a good example. Let's take Dr. Dre. I don't know if you heard his story. So he's currently going through his divorce, and she wanted like, I think it was like $1 billion or some shit, or like $2 million a month in like support. First of all, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I think just my opinion on that. I think if as a man, let's say I'm an artist or whatever. If I tell my wife, you don't gotta work, that's on me. So you already know moving forward, this is again my opinion, moving forward, like God forbid something happens and we end up splitting and divorcing because I cheated or something, I can see how you're gonna wanna be entitled to whatever I work for because you told me to stop working and to stop kind of going after whatever I was going after, to kind of raise a family and stick together as a family. Now, if you cheated and I caught you and we're divorcing, pay up. You know what I mean? Because you stopped me from doing something. Now, all these side chicks that are just, you know, one and done and they get pregnant on purpose, I don't respect those women. Like, they're literally just being, what do you call them?
Dumpster?
No. Like, what do you call groupies?
Yeah.
Like, you're being a groupie, right? You get caught up with like a Drake or Trey Songz or something, you get pregnant, and then like you want, I want 50,000. Like, come on, man. Like, you gotta have a little bit more dignity for yourself. Like, if you wanna have a kid by a celebrity, cool. But guess what? Like, whatever you're pursuing or whatever it is, go after that.
Yeah.
Don't depend on that. So I don't agree when it comes to that, but I understand when it's like a Dr. Dre. I don't know the story. I'm just, you know, from whatever I see on the TV.
I agree that they're entitled to something, but millions and millions of dollars.
No, they take advantage. I mean,
that's like, but the thing is, like, they can take advantage all they want, but it's the fact that like a judge or a jury can just sit there, or not a jury, but like a judge can say like, okay, yeah, she deserves $250 million. I don't see how that could be, like I don't see how that makes sense.
But think about it. If and majority of times it's because of artists or
Yeah.
you know
Like they have the money.
Yeah,
I get
it's
it.
based off of that. It's hard, man, because again, I understand the side of like, oh, you stop working and he like if the guy tells you stop, but then it's also like even if he told you to stop, with all that money you're making, and you're a housewife and you have maids, you have babysitters and all this, like why did you actually stop pursuing something? I know a lot of people, not personally, just for like Basketball Wives and all this shit, stupid ass shows that I watch.
VH1.
You know, like you always have those stupid ignorant shows that you just watch. Like that's my shit. Love and Hip Hop is like what I watch, like my ignorant shows.
I can't watch that shit.
I watch only certain ones. Only Love and Hip Hop New York and Atlanta because they're funny as hell. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop
What was
Miami.
the one
It's
from
just
Atlanta,
stupid.
the tall chick? She was like, she got famous off of it. She just had the short hair.
From Atlanta,
Yeah.
the Puerto Rican chick.
No, she's black. She went off and did a bunch of stuff too afterwards. Like, it was like JoJo or some shit, or I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever. But the what? Oh, you gonna look it up? I forgot what I was saying. You lost my train. I lost my train of
You're
thought.
saying that Love and Hip Hop, that's where you get like Love and Hip Hop, Love and
Oh yeah. So a lot of them, you know, whatever they make as a settlement, a lot of them actually are humble enough to be like, I mean, I gotta start my life all over in my 30s, 40s, 50s. You know, I'm gonna need money, but they don't try to go in for the kill. Like I think what's happening with Dre's ex-wife, it's like ridiculous. She wanted like, I think it was like $2 million a month.
like, what are you doing that you get 2 million? Like, what are you doing?
Like you don't have any babies, your kids are grown. Like you don't, come on, man. Like and that's what I'm saying. Taking advantage of the system. I understand that he told you to stop, but you shouldn't be entitled to that much. You should be like, okay, how much you need to live. But the thing is that they take whatever your lifestyle is. So he created that lifestyle for her. So that's what the courts base it off of. The courts are a lot of it doesn't make any
same as
sense.
criminal too.
Yeah.
Like someone who's went to jail for like tax evasion or some shit like that will get like more time than a murderer.
Mhm.
It's like, how does that happen?
Like I just plugged in some wrong numbers, man. Maybe
Yeah.
I was drunk that day. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Like, oh yeah, sure. You
Every year for 10 years, sir.
like, yeah, you tried stealing from the IRS. Yeah, you're going to Guantanamo Bay and
Yeah.
torture. I'm sorry.
But yeah, man. I mean, you know, thinking to the topic, it's touchy, man. I think again, it's just a lot of pressure on men. It's like constantly to perform, to provide, you know, like to protect, you know, to prepare. Any fucking thing that starts with a P, basically, like, and then it's like on one day, you know, on a Valentine's Day, it's like, why can't you do something for me? Like, why can't you just be like, yo, you know what, I'm gonna cook some dinner. You know, I'm gonna send the kids away or whatever. I'm gonna put some sexy shit on. And, you know what I mean? Like, without expecting something back. It's okay to do something for your significant other and not put a price tag on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, not go above and beyond and not go broke. Because a lot of times men go broke. I know plenty of people, like I said, starting myself, and I won't call anybody out, starting myself. Like, there's plenty of times in my past relationship where I dug myself in holes, like cash advances, because I knew how much I was gonna get paid from. We talked about that. Remember when my partner shit?
Yeah.
I'd be like, damn, I know I'm gonna get like 3 bands next week, so let me go ahead and cash advance for 500 just to take care of it. Like but that's the shit you think about when you're in a quote unquote serious relationship or in love, right? But that shouldn't be the norm, and more women are trying to normalize that. And like you said, if that's not their normal, then they're just automatically broke.
How would you feel if a woman bought you flowers?
I'll be okay with it.
Like, do you think that would be? Would you feel like that's thoughtful, or do you just like, whatever?
I would want to know why the hell. I'd be like, thanks. But, you know, flowers to me, like, if I ever receive flowers, I've never received
I
flowers.
don't think I would.
Yeah, I've never received flowers. But if I ever do, like, I just hope it's in my grave. And I'm like, well, like, why would I,
Like if you just came home and your girl had like flowers for you, she's like, I bought you flowers, like.
I'd be like, thanks. I mean, but I won't get, like, emotional. I'll just love the fact that she did something for me.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Like it's
It's the thought. Yeah, the thought behind it. It's just like, okay, that was thoughtful. I mean, I don't know how I might feel indifferent about it because that doesn't like, but I dig deeper. I'm more of an emotional. So like, if you did that, it could be, yo, I saw this pen and thought you would like it. That's what I focus on. Like the fact that you thought about me while we're not together, and there's no occasion or anything coming up. So
like we're not asking for, like I've had this conversation in the past. It's like I've never been the kind of guy that's gonna ask you to buy me a PS5 or a PlayStation or some shit. Like we're like, oh my girl bought
guys like that, bro. And you should have seen my IG on Eric come Christmas. I was like,
I don't comment because
no, I mean it's not your place.
It's just not my place. But there's some guys that make a lot of guys look bad.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, dude, like you're worried about, like you said, a PS5 or I've been dying for this. Like what you can get it.
Yeah.
The same way you got the new iPhone, the same way your car's hooked up, the same way you go out a certain amount of times with your boys and friends. Like you can really get something you want. I joke with my girl all the time because there's a lot of times that I want something, but I don't buy it because I don't really want to waste some money on it. But I want it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want speakers around the house, right? But I don't want to spend $1,500 on it, right? So I always play with her because I'm always like, look, if my birthday's coming up next week. She'd be like, oh, what do you want? Like, I want the speakers. Not because it's expensive, it's because I don't want to buy it, but I know I would enjoy it and love it. You know what I mean? Like
low key.
but again, it's different though. Like I'm almost 6 years in
with my fiance. Like that's the type of relationship that we have that I can be straightforward on. This is what I want. We're at the point that we're making Christmas lists, gifts, 3 things. Just give me 3 things you want, and I'm gonna pick something out of it. But we're okay with that. You know what I mean?
You guys have history.
I think when you're dating, it should be like it should be like everybody, both should be testing the waters. One person should be like, let me just take this guy out to like Prime as well, right? To get an idea of how he feels, right? Or how he reacts, right? But the problem is that when you're dating, women just automatically expect so much. Yo, vagina's not made out of gold, women. 100%. I'm sorry. 100%. Like your vagina is not made out of gold. And I don't mean to offend anybody. I'm just being very blunt about the way I feel.
That's the truth.
Like everybody, male or female, is replaceable, right? So if you have interest in someone, show interest. Relationships are work. You work to get in and you work to stay in.
I feel like the way society is right now, it's like, okay, the man has to, it's almost like it's a privilege for a man to have a woman and for her to sleep with him. Because there's so many thirsty dudes out there right now that it's like, okay, what do you want? I'll pay for everything, whatever the hell you want, as long as you sleep with me. You know what I mean? Like, thank God I've never had to be like that. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, it's never been in me, nor have I ever had to do it. But it's like society has gotten to the point where you have to put in work to get that woman. And it's like, bro, I just, no, right? You know what I mean? Like if a woman takes me out, you know what I mean? It's like, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people nowadays, like, or a lot of women, not all of them, it's like, if they take you out, it's almost like, okay, so I'm taking care of a child pretty much. So you're a kid if I have to be taking you out and you're not taking me out. It's like, nah, man, you could take the guy out for some drinks and shit like that. And like I said, I haven't dealt with this before. Like, not recently. But, thankfully for the women that I have been in my past, and, they'll take you out and whatever. But I see a lot of guys that go through it where it's like, oh, they don't really take me out, I'll just take them, I'll take them out, but I don't care. It is what it is. But I have witnessed where it's like, oh, like, I have personally seen it, not something that I took, where I was like, okay, this is going to be long term. As soon as I see it, it's like, oh, well, like, when, you're going to take me out again. It's like, all right, I'm taking you out a few times, but like, I'm not going to say like, when's my turn, but it's like,
like what else are you gonna like? What else am I getting out
what
of
the
this?
fuck? Yeah, what am I getting?
Like, where are we going with this?
Like, first of all, it's like I said, thankfully I don't have to be in that situation. If I don't like feel like that connection or whatever, and I don't want to do it, I don't have to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I just go get another woman. It's like there's women everywhere. There's men everywhere.
Let me ask you something. Oh, I'm sorry, because I'm like.
No, that's pretty much the answer.
So let me ask you this: do you think that women should still be courted, like nowadays?
There should still be one.
Wait, court, is that the word? Courted? Is it courted?
I don't know what that means.
Fiance says this shit all the time.
Cordial?
No, court. Like, damn it, you don't let me Google that shit?
How do you spell it?
I have no idea. She always just says it. I think it's. Sorry guys, I might edit this shit out.
No.
Like when you court, is it court?
Bro, I'm thinking like going to court. What are you talking about?
No, like when you take a woman out, when you go take on a date and you get up and you instead of picking her up and saying I'm outside, you get up, you go to the front door, you walk her out, you open the door for her.
Oh, like chivalry?
Yes, but there's a word for that.
It's chivalry.
No,
Like where you're
you
like
say
a gentleman.
Chivalry is that, yes, but there's a word for this. I think it's court, when you court a girl.
Oh, I don't know. I never heard that. That must be a Miami term.
Oh,
But so what are you asking me? And do I have a problem with that? Bro doesn't know how to spell.
is it that?
Nah, bro. I've never heard that. I've honestly never heard that word. But anyways, like I was saying.
I don't know.
Whatever. Do you think that do you think chivalry's that?
Like it's.
No.
Do you think that? All right, but do you think that should still, as men, we should still have that?
I think so.
Initiate that. Like
Yeah,
we should.
I 100%.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was raised by a woman, so
Yeah.
I know what women like. I know what women don't like. I know, you know what I mean? I know the trigger points, and it's like, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see it as like if I'm being a gentleman or if I'm being, if I cater to a woman, I don't see that as me being like, oh, like I'm soft or like, yo, like, you know, you're pussy whipped or something like
Yeah.
that. Like, no, I don't see it like that. I just see like, I know how to take care of a woman. I know how to take care of myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. But I don't think that chivalry. I think that chivalry should be a thing because it's like nowadays people don't have manners, people don't have respect. So it's like you go and open the door for a woman or something like that, you're gonna get 50-50. You're gonna get someone who's like, oh my god, thank you. Like you actually held the door for me. Or then you're gonna get the chicks that think that they're the shit, like, oh, you just wanna look at my ass. Like,
Yeah.
no, actually your ass is flat. But you know what I mean? Like, and that's the
Watch
thing.
out when you sit in my car, you might slip.
Yeah, go get your toes done. They look like shit. But and then that's the thing. I will be vocal when it comes to that. Like if you open a door for a girl, it's like, oh, he's just trying to holler at me. It's like, I get how guys are. You know what I mean? But relax.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like first,
Not everybody should
A, you're
get to
not
the
that
box,
cute.
yeah.
B, like your personality sucks, and it just literally diminishes all your like physical attributes. But I don't mind it, dude. I think it's good. I mean, I enjoy being like that because it's just who I am. I'm a respectful person. So it's like, if a woman can be that back to me, then it's like even better because what I'm doing is being reciprocated.
Yeah.
Not saying that what I do is for acknowledgement or whatever, but it's good to be like, okay, this girl's on the same wave. You know what I mean? Like she's on the same wave and she will cater to me the way I'm going to cater to her. And this is kind of going off topic, but this is something I saw recently, where I don't know if he's like a YouTube star or some shit like that, but him and his girl have a show, and he asked her about like monogamy, where he was like, we've gotten together, we've been together for X amount of years, and you want me to be monogamous with you. And we're exclusive. That's it. You're my girl, and we're only having sex together, just you and I.
Mm.
But I'm a man, and I have my needs. You know what I mean? And if you get to a certain point in a relationship where most of the time, not saying all the time, most of the time, the woman's kind of like, I don't feel like having sex tonight, or something like that. You know what I mean? It's just like, all right, you know what I mean, whatever. Maybe you're tired of it, maybe whatever. But it's like you get to the point where, like, a woman will get to the point where it's like, well, I don't feel like having sex. I'm tired, or this and that, blah, blah, blah. But they still want you to be exclusive with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, if you cheat, or if you go and get someone else that wants to have sex with you,
You're in the wrong.
you're in the wrong. So why are you pressing monogamy, but then you're also not giving me
Yeah.
what, if a man wants you so bad, you know what I mean? He wants you, your man wants you, he wants to have
Like
sex.
that should be
He wants
flattering. Like that should be like, wow, like that's
Like
that's
my
just
man,
smart.
if we've been together for X amount of years, my man still wants me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's still like sexually attracted, he's everything. Why it's like you get to that point where it's like, no, and then it's like, okay, well then what am I gonna do? You know what I mean? Like I have all this juice inside of me, like I have to
Ready to go.
I gotta let this shit out. And then if you go and cheat, it's like, all right, well you're a dog.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you weren't giving it to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How do you feel about
And it's not always about sex, but since we're on the topic, I do think it's very important. I feel like partners, no matter what, people say sex is not everything, but they gotta stop lying. Sex is not everything, but sex plays a huge part in a relationship.
very, very good part.
All right.
Very
If you got a 2-inch penis, you better get creative. If your woman really loves you, get creative, right? But
They say 2 inches hurts like hell at 93 miles an hour.
in 17 different positions. But I think I agree with that 1,000%. If you're in a serious relationship, right, and you're constantly wanting to do something, and you're specifically, being flirted, because that's something I believe in. Like I said, work together, you work to stay in, right? I like keeping shit funky, right? Like keep it exciting, keep flirting, right? Like,
Spontaneous.
yeah, keep spontaneous, but like keep flirting. Even it doesn't matter that you text somebody and you're used to somebody all day. That's the problem. People get used to each other, right? You shouldn't get used to keeping that spark. You know what I mean? Like,
And it's hard, but
It's hard, but as long
Right.
as you're both in there, if it's being reciprocated, it's like if you're dating all over again, and that shit is amazing, right? So I do understand why people cheat, and let me make not disclaimer.
yeah,
No.
we need like a button like.
No, not disclaimer. I want to just make something very clear.
Yeah.
If men cheat on you, it's for a reason. If men start talking to another woman, it's for a reason. I hate when people say, "Oh, I found this guy texting somebody, blah blah blah." Okay, what were you doing that he went and caught some type of attention and started texting or just flirting with somebody? It's gonna happen, man. We're all human. We're all natural, right? It can never happen, or it can happen 10 years, 20 years down the line. But the point is that it's a two-way street. I'm naturally like intimate, right? So it's not everything for me, but it's a big part of just who I am, right? And affection. I'm very affectionate, right? If men cheat, it's because you lacked in something. Not that they were just horny and they went somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, it's what did you say no to your man about? You know what I mean? Like, I think that's the way
I'm 50-50. I agree with you 50% on that. Because there are some dogs. There's some female dogs.
of course.
There's some female dogs that you can give them the world, and they're just like, okay, you know what I mean? And they'll still cheat on you. You know what I mean? Because maybe they just weren't as crazy about you as you thought.
Yeah.
Or
as they thought.
Or I think they're, you know what I mean? Whatever. And guys too. You know, you can have a good chick and she can give you everything, but it's like,
You get something new.
you know what I mean? I get that new taste. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it. You know what I mean? It's
Men are
hard.
guilty. Men are guilty.
Women
I'll admit that.
women are guilty.
Well,
of it
women too, yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because women like to act like they're so innocent in this and that, but a lot of women are a lot worse than men because they're very good at it in the sense of like they know how to hide. You know what I mean? Some guys just like just do it. Like fuck it, dude. I'm just gonna go and just do it, and if I get caught, I get caught. You know what I mean? But the thing is, like, how I've always felt about men. Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you think is worse, a man cheating or a woman cheating?
A woman. I've always said that.
Why?
Because when you cheat, you're getting fucked.
Yeah.
Like, you're allowing.
But like, what's your?
All right, this is my reason why I think it's
Yeah.
worse.
Okay. I think women cheating is worse because a lot of women, I understand because I've had this conversation with my fiance a lot. Women are just as bad as men. We can both agree to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where women can be attracted to somebody and just want to hook up with them.
Mm-hmm.
But majority of the women get some type of emotional attachment.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be, oh, work babe,
Yeah.
my work husband. That shit starts off as jokes.
Yeah.
But guess what?
And so you're in cuatro.
Yeah, getting your fucking back blown out. Like, so
I'm working late, babe.
exactly. So again, it doesn't happen often, but the reason why I think it's worse is because a lot of women, when they cheat, 95% of the time they actually like dudes. So they're not gonna just cheat once. They're gonna keep cheating and cheating and cheating, and then they'll bring that same dude around. You know what I mean? And like, there's more it's emotional. If a guy cheat, a guy just likes getting his fucking dick wet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Guys just like body counts.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Guys like body counts.
There's an analogy behind that, and that's why I asked you because I am pretty much in the same boat as you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear me as an echo? You do?
I heard myself too, but I don't know. Maybe it's just we'll figure it out.
Whatever. But there's an analogy for guys, and it's a guy cheating on a woman is like putting the cereal box back in the cabinet. Like you don't even think about it. You just throw it in there. You know what I mean? Sounds stupid, it's probably immature.
No,
but there is, women are emotional creatures. You know what I mean? They are more emotional than men, for the most part. And it's like for a woman, you're letting someone into you. Like you're letting someone into your body, into your energy, into like your aura. And that's why I have always felt like a woman cheating is so much more, it's worse. You know what I mean? Because some guys can just go sleep with a woman and be like, that's it. I just need to get that off, and I'm going back to the person I actually care about.
I was just fucking him. I was like that. Shout out to Hope.
Yeah. So, a woman, it's like there is emotion attached to it, like you said, and you may like that dude. You know what I mean? So now you are having sex with that dude, but then you also like him. You know what I mean? So that can kind of get dicey. You know what I mean? Maybe, and there are some women that can just be like, yo, I'm just trying to, get mine off, and that's it. I'm out. But for the vast majority, it's like you are letting someone into your body, and there is a difference. As double standard as that sounds, as it is what it is. You know what I mean? But what are you gonna do?
It's tough, man.
I feel like a woman cheating on a man, that's caused more murders than a man cheating on a woman.
1,000%. 1,000%. Women just act crazy. They'll go key your car, throw a brick at your window.
Yeah, guy's gonna go murder like.
When he wakes up, because he's gonna be slumped in a corner. Like that shit hurts when your woman cheats. Like on you. Bro. This is my thing, right? It's like if you're single and you just want to be messing around with guys, I don't knock you for it. Cool. Men are the same way.
Yeah, get it off.
But if you're in a relationship, serious relationship, right?
And what would be considered the serious line before you can and cannot cheat?
There's no serious line. All right, it's tough because I think it depends on age. Like if you're with somebody at 22 years old and you've been with them for a year, that's not serious. But if you're with somebody at 40 years old and you've been with them for a year, I think that's serious because you're
getting there.
You're
not getting there, but you are.
But you should be more aware of what you want and what you don't want at that age. So that's what I'm saying. It's not really a time frame. I think it's just not mental state, but just like where you're at in your life, right? But serious, I just feel like it's really fucked up if you cheat on somebody. Will it happen? Yes. It most likely will. Will you know? Probably not. That's the worst part. Male or female, I'm not being biased, male or female, will you know? No. That's the scariest part about it. Are you gonna live in fear, like, oh, this person's cheating? No. Obviously you wanna keep the right one, but if you do ever get cheated on, I do think it's worse for women. Like, not for women, from a woman. Yeah. 1,000%, I think it's worse from a woman. Like,
have you been cheated on?
Not that I know of. To me, no. Not from any serious relationship, I have not been cheated on. That I know of. That's the problem. Am I going to lose sleep over? Absolutely not. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I know what I'm doing my part. You know what I mean? Like in all relationships, I'm doing my part. Now, have I cheated? Absolutely. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I was young. I'm still young, 33. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
giving Dominicans a bad name.
I mean, like,
every time.
There was no guidance, man.
Every time it's
guidance.
Oh, you're Dominican? Oh God.
I learned from my pops. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. There was no guidance. I did what I saw, and what I saw was
multiple partners.
So it's like you kind of like duplicate that and whatever, but again, in this state of like, it would really suck, like, for something to happen when you're with somebody serious, because I do think that, I don't know, maybe again, I'm just saying that to be biased, but I'm sorry, I think it's worse when a woman does it, and again, in a serious relationship. It's just like, fuck, man, like, really? You know what I mean? And then women talk, so it's like, you're not gonna just do, men talk too, but men really don't care. Like, if I was sitting here and be like, we'll get over it. Like, the conversation will be over. Like, women would sit and linger and like
And just keep talking.
and that's when you catch them because they start daydreaming, they start being off. Like, come on, man, you know what I mean? And all that preparation you had. You know what I mean?
Having those dick daydreams, you're just sitting like looking at the cup like, yo.
And you're thinking, and the worst part is you're thinking it's you. You're like, oh, she like this, and she's like, huh?
Are you here?
Are you here?
Inside joke.
But yeah, man. I mean, where we at? You're in charge of that.
We're like 50 minutes.
Okay, so
We kind of wrap it
but
up.
we started at 11.
Do we tell what Are You Here means or just leave it at that?
Nah, come on, man. What are you doing?
So
We can say it, and you just be general about it.
no, there's just there's people in the gym. You know what I mean, ladies, gentlemen. Have you ever been in the gym and guy or girl? Say if you're a guy and a girl comes up to you and is like, "Are you using that dumbbell that's like across the room?" And you're like, "No, I'm not. I'm doing back."
Like, first of all, you gotta go through the whole process because you're jamming music, so you gotta pause your music.
Yeah.
No, you try to hear them through the music. You pop one ear out, and then you're like, "What?" Then you pause it, and then all you hear is,
And I have seen guys do it, and you know, I know guys are slime balls and they're corny as hell.
yeah.
And I've seen guys at the gym, like, yo, the girl's doing like legs, and the guy's like, "Are you using the bench rack?" It's like, no, she's not using the bench rack, bro. Like, I understand it, that's your way to kind of like break the ice, cool, you know what I mean? It's just, sometimes some people just kind of force it, and it's like, dude, just don't ask them. If they're using it, they'll let you know. So, there's been times where myself at the gym, you know what I mean, or, you know, my co-host,
Your compadre.
mi compadre, is just like, "Are you here?" It's like, no, I'm not there. Like, I'm not even near there. So it's like, why are you asking me? Get away from me.
Like, you want me to see your outfit that bad?
Yeah,
You're gonna
like-
come across and ask me if I'm using a 5-pound plate, but you pass 17 5-pound plates to get to me.
Yeah.
Just tell me I look good, baby. Just tell me I look good. And
Yeah.
you want her to just talk, like, it's cool, you know.
Yeah, it's cool.
We live
Like,
in Miami, 95% of women go to the gym with makeup on.
makeup, fly
As
super
hell, and squatting. Women do so much legs during the week. I don't understand it. I ride bike, I do legs once a week, and I can't even walk for like a week. I don't know how they do it.
They gotta get those gains, G.
I hear you want to pour that or...
No, I want it to get warm.
But yeah, we want to go off topic with that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But that's an inside joke.
I'm gonna be very weird today because I'm being mindful of my swear.
You've been pretty good. I think I've cursed a lot more than you
You
today.
have.
Alright.
So you know what I mean? I'm just trying to you know, I'm trying to work on it. So
Nah, man, look,
being a little odd.
it's, you know, thank you for everybody that's tuned in, for one.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers to you guys.
Cheers to you guys. Cheers to our loyal followers.
Our loyal 3 followers.
Hey, 3 today, 3,000 tomorrow. You know what I mean? But, you know, we're getting a lot of good feedback. And honestly, like we said, man, we try to bring this to you guys just because this is all we do. We talk shit
Yep.
24/7.
100%. And this is the thing about, I guess I don't want to beat a dead horse, but like even with this swearing, it's like when we decided to make this, it's like we want it to be original. I don't want to feel censored.
Yeah.
Oh my God, censored Me Too movement. But I don't want to feel as if I'm being restricted to how I am.
Or who you are.
Exactly. It's like, then now I'm going to be altered and I'm going to be weird. To me, maybe you guys think I'm being normal, but I'm being weird to myself. I'm like, this isn't you, you know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people relate to me in the way I talk because I'm just being who I am. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sugarcoat it and be like, oh yeah, hey, so today we're going to talk about...
Yeah, like this is not scripted. We don't have we have a camera, but we don't have like a production team recording us. Like, we're not Joe Rogan.
It's literally hitting play and like, let's fucking talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not going to sit here and be, okay, today we're going to talk about this and then check off that, right? So next thing, like, that is not how I am. I just speak from the heart, and whatever is on my mind, I'm going to say it. It just comes out. You know what I mean? Granted, it's not the best, but it is who it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's just who I am, and I just speak, man. I just speak, and you know when I'm talking to you, whatever, I'm being truthful to you. You know what I mean? Like, no one that I know that you know me, no one can say that, like, oh, I don't know if he really likes me, or I don't know if he, you know, if he feels a certain type of way. You're gonna know exactly how I feel.
Yeah, whatever you say is what you feel.
It's literally how I feel. People are like, this kid's kind of trippy. It's like, bro, I'm just, whatever's going on in my mind, I'm letting out. And if you don't like it, then that's cool, man. I mean, I know my personality is not for everybody, but I definitely do have to stop swearing.
We
For the
got
podcast.
it. Noted.
For the podcast.
Shout out to Flash. Flash lit you up last night. I saw the chat this morning.
Yeah. Flash put it out there, but Flash wasn't the only one. I think Flash was like the cherry on the top. I was like,
I heard it first from my fiance. I was like, bruh, I almost like turned it off. And I'm like, she was like, it's everybody tells us the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like such good conversation.
yeah.
But they're like,
It's like, where was this kid raised?
no, because I did it too.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
forced it.
No, I saw that.
Yeah, I definitely forced it.
But it's all good.
Episode 3, please guys, just like
Tune in.
watch it, please. But just be. I'm sorry. Let me just give me a break. I'm working my way through it. Like I said, I'm not used to being on camera. I'm not used to being recorded. This is how I talk. You know, I'm just an animated human being, and I'm very unorthodox. I'll put it that way. I'm a very unorthodox human being, and I'm cool with it. I hope you are cool.
Everybody will get cool with it. We're getting better little by little, bringing more better content.
So Flash, don't try and silence me.
Yeah, that.
Yeah,
He's like that.
don't silence me.
We're about to see him on Saturday. Shout out to Flash, his birthday coming
Oh
up.
yeah,
birthday.
43. I'm bringing my baseball glove. Let's see.
43 and strong, Flash, this for you.
Let's see. Yeah, cheers to you. Let's see how good your arm is. I'm bringing my baseball glove.
Well, we can wrap this one up, man.
Yeah, man.
I'll leave my 2 cents and then you take us home.
Go ahead.
Just going back to Valentine's Day relationships.
What, do you have any plans, or are you just gonna be just vibing out?
My girl just got a ring. Our plans is I'm gonna wake up, kiss her on her forehead, and go back to bed.
Your plans is you're gonna make a payment on the ring.
I'll go to cash.
Cash money.
But
Okay.
nah, man. Like I said, we're 6 years in with my.
Shout out to Carol's Flowers, by the way. Carol's Flowers. If anybody needs flower arrangements, my fiance's mother owns a flower shop.
Best flowers, best arrangements. Let me know. Hit me up.
What area?
It's in Doral. Like she's wholesale in Doral, but they deliver. So
Okay.
but
I'll buy flowers for myself.
I might buy flowers.
I'll buy flowers for you.
But nah, I mean, I think just going back onto the topic. Stop putting, like, just start creating your own waves. Start creating what you want. Don't go based off of society, off of music videos and all that stuff. Like, people say things and they don't mean it literal, and a lot of people are taking it literal. You know, if you're in a relationship, even if it's the beginning, middle, if you're 10 years in, like, put in the effort, man. Work just as much as that person's working or more. And if you start working more and you feel like you're not getting enough, maybe that'll switch the other person. You know, just 2021, 50-50, man. And I don't mean 50 to the T, but what I mean by that is put in the effort into whatever you want, whether that's your relationship, whether that's your work, whatever it is. Like, just put in as much effort as you can, you know, and show more appreciation without thinking about a dollar sign or a specific gift and all that stuff. That's it. And if you want something expensive and you can't buy it your own and you're expecting your man to get it, go get a side job or go start an OnlyFans to afford it. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm gonna leave you guys with, because this is like a little touching to me, because it's I hate really the pressure that it's really put on men. You know, I've been there before and it sucks, and I don't think this should be something that people should normalize, and they are. So I'll leave you with that. And shout out to everybody. I love you guys regardless. I mean, women and men. I love everybody, man.
Yeah, and I'm with Berto on that. Sorry, I'm getting raspy. But yeah, like this Valentine's Day, ladies and men, you know what I mean? Just do something thoughtful, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be cash or like, I bought her Balenciagas. Like, fucking amazing, bro. You got cash, good shit. She's probably sleeping with somebody else, and vice versa.
And he's a scammer.
And he's a scammer. But you know, I see a lot of scammers in my workplace. But
Man.
something about you going out and really putting thought into something or putting effort into something. It could be even something small. You leave a little note. Go check the fridge. There's another note in the fridge. Go check outside under this thing. little riddle, something. You know what I mean? Get creative, bro. Like, and woman, you know what I mean? Do it for your man. I mean, I know I've never had it done for me, but you know, I know that if I were to get something like that, I'm like, that's what's up.
Yeah.
You know, that's what's up. Because I'm not a materialistic person, like you said. Every year, I'm just like, give me whatever you want. I don't care. You know what I mean? But if someone were to do something like that, it's like, okay, this person's putting in work. You know what I mean? That means more to me because I know that they're really fucking with me.
Yeah.
Anybody can buy some shit. Swipe a card. What do you want? Boom. Here, take it.
Yeah, it's no doubt into that.
So do something creative, man. You know.
And if you don't have a Valentine, guess what? Take advantage and take the day to yourself.
Yeah.
You know,
Take
this
it
is not
yourself,
even
treat
about
yourself.
couples. Yeah, it's not about couples.
Treat
Do
yourself.
something.
Yo.
Do something that I'll do your own self. If you don't have a Valentine this Sunday coming up, do something. Excuse me. Do something for yourself. You know, go and enjoy the day. It lands on a Sunday. Don't do the norm. Don't do the brunch and all that stuff, man. Like literally, do something and take yourself out of your own comfort level and your own comfort zone, and just do something that you've been wanting to do for you, and enjoy that day. And you represent the love you have for you. If you don't have a Valentine.
They say the most dangerous people are, in the sense of like emotionally, are the people that can't be by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't be by yourself, you're not. You just there's nothing that can help you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if you can practice that and be by yourself and be chill and vibe by yourself and enjoy your own company, if you need other people's company to be happy and you can't just be happy in your own company, you got a long journey, my friend. So if you're gonna be by yourself tonight on Sunday, vibe out, shit, hit the beach. If you're up north, go, I don't know, fucking shovel for money.
Go shovel some more snow.
Sorry guys, I know what it's like, but yeah, you know, make some money, do some shit, man.
Yeah.
Do something for yourself. If you're not doing something for yourself, if you're working, hustle, make that money.
Yeah.
Other than that, we good?
So wait, we good, man. Episode 4.
Episode 4.
Cheers to love and Valentine's and
Cheers to 2 people being murdered on St. Valentine's Day. That's what it's all about, supposedly.
I want to look into that because that just sounds crazy. But,
All right, guys.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to follow us.
Follow us at Prolific Podcast. The YouTube is up. The IG is there. And yeah, we're there, man. So we're trying to expand our topics, get more deep, you know, and we're here, man. We're what's the word? Calibrating. We're calibrating with each episode. So like today, I didn't swear that much. I'm calibrating.
cheers to you, not.
Hey, acknowledgement. Let's go. Yes.
Finally, growth. But thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, you guys take care. Have a good, safe, fun, happy Valentine's Day. Hopefully, they're both, you know, you get your back blown out. I don't know. Have fun.
Ladies, suck your man. I mean,
Dead ass.
All right, man. Thank you for tuning in.
You guys take care. Peace.